PGS Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
You're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. Laban na naman sa pagitan ng Team Diamonds versus Team ng Wargods. So kanina nanalo ang Team ng Wargods. Very entertaining match. Sobrang ganda ng laban. Hindi ko nalaman nung upisa kung sino talaga mananalo.
That's right.
The prediction, yung prediction na ginawa natin, hindi ganoon ka-enough to determine who will win or who will rise in that team fight na nangyari kanina. Very effective lineup for team ng Wargods, especially for a team of Diamonds. Unfortunately, hindi nila na-utilize ng maayos yung laban nila against team ng Wargods.
But definitely, si Wargods JLC, he did his job tong game na yun. He was very aggressive, made a lot of plays for Wargods, and that allowed them to lead the game and actually close out the game eventually.
Yes.
Of course, Stronger doing a really good job of controlling the jungle as well, picking up several dragons with the help of his teammates, allowing them to build a goal lead over Team Diamond.
Yes,
right,
mga kaibigan, sa lahat na nakaka-tune in pa lang habang hinihintay natin ang Team ng Diamond sa Team ng Wargods na makompleto sa ating lobby, pag-usapan muna natin yung ating mga promos for the League of Legends.
Okay.
Unang-una sa lahat mga kaibigan, in-invite ko kayong baguhin or yung mga gusto magbago na kanilang mga IGN. Summoner change name 50% discount today.
Is it today?
Yes.
Till April 7?
Or April, I think it was around April 7 to, second, I forgot, pero magkakaroon tayo ng Summoner change name na 50%
off.
So napakalaking bagay.
I think it's April 7 till April 12 if I'm not mistaken. That's basically the whole week next week. So you'll be able to purchase a Summoner name change for 50% off. So 50 pesos na lang siya. So if you want to change it into something a little bit more interesting, don't forget that we will have this sale so you can change your name, of course. Make sure to check those names before you have your name changed so that you can pick up the name that you like.
Yes mga kaibigan, para sa lahat ng information about the promo sa ating League of Legends, Summoner change name, just visit the Facebook LOL fan page, facebook.com/lolph.
Yes,
so eto,
there.
Just to confirm mga kaibigan, this coming April 7 to April 11, magkakaroon tayo ng 50% off Summoner change name.
Yes, that's Monday to Friday. This following week, of course, there will also be a sale on the skins. There will be, of course, we have these weekly sales.
Yes.
I believe it's going to be Kyle, Twitch, Zillian who will be on sale, including the skins of Arcade Sona, Phoenix Queen, and Robot Amumu.
Actually, lahat ng role nandito. We have the mid, we have the top, we have the AD carry, we have the support, we have the jungle as well. So, kung sino yung mga mahilig, yung mga avid fan ni Kale, ni Twitch, ni Zillian, ni Sona as well, and Queen plus si Amumu, it's your chance to get those skins na sobrang ganda for the champions.
I expect to see a lot of new Arcade Sonas hitting the field probably starting next week. I wouldn't be surprised. So, of course, Sona is still a very popular support, very strong support, of course, with the Crescendo. But lately, Annie has been dominating the Pro League scene because of her Timbers being a little bit faster than the Crescendo, stunning the members of the opponents. Alright. So
ito pa mga kaibigan, meron din tayong promo sa ating Asus or sa Nvidia kung saan kapag bumili ka ng video card o Nvidia video card from Asus, meron kang makukuhang
skin
LOL
package.
Skins o package yan mga kaibigan. So bundle yan, magkakasama yan.
Yes.
And
it's a very long list, so we can't really go through all that detail right now. But if you are interested in probably buying an Asus video card, some video cards sometime soon, go ahead and take a look at our website, of course, and our Facebook, where you can get the details on what video card will correspond to what prices.
Yes, so mga kaibigan, para sa lahat ng information, just visit the LOL Facebook fan page, facebook.com/lolph or Facebook or just visit the LOL League of Legends page website.
That's right. Alright,
LOL.ph or lol.garena.ph.
Yeah, so we're about to start Game 2 in about a few seconds from now. Of course, it's going to be Wargods against versus Team Diamond. Like we mentioned, Wargods picking up the first win of the day if you just tuned in right now. And of course, Team Diamond basically will be fourth place. If Wargods still has a chance to get the first place, if they win this game, they'll have a tiebreaker match between IPT. So definitely a lot is in the line for Team Wargods in this game. I expect them to perform their best and probably try to win the second game again. Of course, Team Diamond didn't do so bad in the first game. Looking at the standings here, of course, we can see Imperium has 11 points. Wargods at the moment has 9 points. Of course, if they win this game, they'll earn another 2 points, tying them with Imperium. Manila Eagles at third place with 8 points.
Nakakatuwang, naka-update ka agad na ating standings ngayon. kudos para kay Dave dito. Mag-edit ang ating team standings. 9-10 for Wargods, 8-10 for Team TD Sports Manila Eagles, Diamond 4-9. MSI Vojiti 3-10, Emineski having a 2-10 score dito. Sino bottom 2, MSI Vojiti and Emineski. Pero game muna tayo mga kaibigan. Match between Team Diamonds versus Team ng Wargods. Let's do this mga kaibigan. Banning phase. Ito na.
Alright, so Team Diamond going to doing the first ban of the game, banning out Annie, like we said, you mentioned a while ago. They definitely don't want to deal with the Annie JLC's dishing out. Annie being a key factor of Wargods winning that last game. This is the second time that JLC used Annie in the top lane very effectively. Although the first time he did it was more effective, I feel like it's because maybe it's a niche pick that it's caught their opponents off guard. But this time around, although Diamond has seen JLC play with Annie, the aggressiveness of JLC on the Annie was just too much for them to handle.
Yes, sobrang hirap ng laban nito against the top lane natin. Or I'm thinking na medyo nakukulangan na sa performance or sa pagiging aggressive itong si Jumpy in the top lane. Actually, he can dominate Annie dito sa laban.
Yes.
Against kay Annie. Can you imagine how Sinch can dominate the team fight against kay Annie? And kaya niya mag-stall mag-shove ng kanyang kalaban dito sa mga team fight na mangyayari. At ito pressure for the team ng Wargods kapag nagkataon na sobrang ganda na performance ng Sinch nila last game.
Yes.
But this time mga kaibigan, I think it's about time para makita natin dito for the team ng Diamonds na bumawi sila sa laban against team ng Wargods. Let's see kung ano yung magiging lineup nila. Wargods once again banned Fiddlesticks for Shura. Respect ban mga kaibigan.
Shyvana as well.
And Kale.
Yes.
So ngayon pinag-iisipan pa nila kung sino yung last ban nila sa laban na to against team ng Diamond. And this time hindi nila binan si LeBlanc.
Yes.
So possible pa rin na mag-LeBlanc sa Trevor dito.
That is actually his most favorite champion pick so far this season. Of course, we've seen Trevor doing really good on the LeBlanc so far this season. Looks like Diamond will stick again with the Kazakhs. They did use him a while ago in the jungle. I think they were pretty happy with his performance. Of course, it just was not enough. Of course, Wargods may go with a similar lineup. I wouldn't be surprised we see here Elise pick up once again. We've seen how effective Elise is at level 2. Actually, level 3 in that last game where he was able to stun Nidalee, and with the full combo coming from Trevor, they were to pick up the first blood.
Yes, mga kaibigan. For team ng Diamond, they ban Kha'Zix para sa first. They pick up Kha'Zix para sa kanilang first pick ito. And I think this is a very effective champion for their team. If ever nakunin ulit siya ni Maricel para sa kanilang jungler, this time mukhang makabawi siya eh. Kasi kanina, ang ganda ng performance niya eh. Even though he's using Kha'Zix, ang ganda ng performance niya. Yung gank niya, nakakapalag siya against dito kay Stronger sa mga jungling route. At kahit na ganoon na sinashutdown siya as much as possible dito sa laban nila, he is still dominating the team fight dito. Kaya niya pa rin makapatay ng champion. Kaya niya pa rin tumalon using that Void Assault. Actually, for Kha'Zix, talagang effective na sa kanya yung pag-evolve kagad ng Void Assault niya.
Yes.
Para sa once na mabot siya ng level 6. Ang mahirap lamang para sa kanilang champion dito or for sa lineup of team ng Diamonds kanina ay ni isang Dragon para sila nakuha.
Yes, but actually Kha'Zix will be receiving a nerf in the next patch in 4.5 where his camouflage, the reason why he's so effective now is because when he goes on camouflage, he gets reduced damage by 50%. But in the next patch, they will reduce the 50% reduced damage coming from turrets will not be in effect anymore. So he'll be receiving full damage from the turret, which could possibly, if ever he does still pick up kills, he may die as well. So we'll have to see how this change will affect Kha'Zix in the next patch.
Yes,
Alright,
napakalaking changes actually. Lahat ng nerf na nangyayari dito, ang laki ng pagbabago sa champion mo.
Yes.
Ang laki ng playstyle na mo. I mean, yung playstyle mo using that champion ay talaga mababago.
That's right.
If I'm not mistaken, there's an upcoming patch as well kay Gragas dito.
Yes.
And sobrang nag-iba yung champion niya.
That's a total rework. I wouldn't know total rework, but a lot of changes.
Basically, same skill pa rin, pero iba na effect niya.
That's right.
We have the body slam na kung kailan matutos niya yung kanyang kalaban. Also, mas tanang 1 second.
With the 1 second stun. That's
sobrang
right.
laki ng bagay dito. Especially yung kanyang skills, like yung kanyang barrel roll na habang tumatagal, mas sumasakit.
Yes.
Every
and
time
also, it will still provide the slow from the which came from the body slam, pero yung attack speed reduction is gone as well.
Yes.
So
The Dragon's Rage as well, pwede kang maglakad habang kinakast mo yung Dragon's Rage. So hindi lang, I think nung nagkaroon tayo ng buff for Gragas this time, mukhang nag-workout ng maayos si Gragas dito kung kahit nagawa niyang maglakad habang umiinom ng alak.
But when he's drinking that, mas mabagal siya ng 80%. So he can still be hit, but definitely that will be allow Gragas to still be able to move.
Yes,
And
let's
another
ask it.
thing about it is, the biggest change about that is wala na yung AD. Yun yung pinakamasakit dun, kasi dun na nanalo si Gragas sa top lane dahil sa AD burst. The AD he gets from that skill, he's able to last 8 minutes without any problems, and he's able to bully the top lane.
Yes, mga kaibigan, looking at the bans and picks, mga kaibigan, Team Wargods picked up Morgana, Elise, Kassadin, and
Yes.
Caitlyn. This is the first time na makita ko si Kassadin after nung kanyang nerf
After
sa
her
ating League of
changes,
Legends.
yes.
And I think, mukhang mahihirapan ito team ng Wargods. I'm pretty sure na mahirapan sila having Kassadin for their champion. Nagamit ko si Kassadin sa normals, sa
Yes.
normal game. And actually, for me, I won't risk using Kassadin sa rank game. Sobrang risky niya. I mean, yes,
If you're
halos pareho lang siya
probably last pick and there's like channeling champions like yun na nga na Katarina, si what's his name, Vel'Koz, then definitely Kassadin would be a good pickup. But like here, I don't know why Wargods decided to pick up Kassadin so early since they haven't seen the full lineup of Team Diamond. Alright, so it looks like one of the players from Team Diamond got disconnected, so we're gonna have to wait for him to get reconnected so we can continue back into the game. Probably maybe a bug. Maybe
Yes.
I'm not sure if there was a bug. He couldn't pick a champion or something like that. So we'll just wait for him to reconnect, and then we should be on our way. While
once
we're
again, let's
waiting-
talk about Kassadin kanina.
Yeah.
Alam mo, gaya na sinabi ko, sobrang hirap niya gamitin. Halos pareho lang naman siya ng dati, pero yung nagpahirap talaga sa kanya, yung kanyang rift walk, na habang tumatagal or habang ginagamit ito, nagiging times 2 yung mana usage nito.
Okay lang sana kung
I think
Urf
from
sana,
90,
no?
from 90 to 180 and then goes to 360.
It doubles.
Then
It
after
doubles.
nun, sobrang bilis ng kanyang mana usage dito. And even though having the 2k mana for his champion, kapag nag-refook siya isang beses, 1,200 kagad mawawala sa kanya. At kapag nag-refook na naman siya, 1-2 mana ulit, hindi mo na magagawa ng paraan na makapag-distribute sa mga teamfight dito kapag ginahit mo siya na sunod-sunod.
Yes. Alright, so it looks like Team Diamond was able to get back into the game. We should probably resume. Of course, the pick and ban will be much faster now since we already saw the pick and ban. We're all going to be basically waiting for the last pick from Team Diamond and Wargods, and here we go. We're back into the champ select. Of course, probably it's going to be the same Manson picks like we mentioned a while ago. Shouldn't take too long from Team Wargods and Team Diamond.
Yes, sa lahat ng mga ka-tune pa lang mga kaibigan, you're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. At eto tayo ngayon sa laban sa pagitan ng Team Wargods versus Team ng Diamond. So, this time mga kaibigan, mukhang chance ng Team Diamond to make sure na makabawi sila sa laban nila against ng Wargods kanina, kung saan sobrang naging dominance ng Team Wargods dito. Even though napakaganda ng laban, makikita mo talaga yung talagang strategy ng Wargods dito to dominate the team fight against team ng Diamond. Hindi sila na-choke eh. They're still more focused sa kanilang champion na dapat nila patayin, especially JLC. The
Yes.
flash in T-burst for Caitlyn and Morgana dito just to kill those two champion. He's not he don't mind risking any skill dito, especially yung kanyang summoner spell.
That's right. Alright, so there we go. Back to where we were a while ago. Same picks, of course. Now Team Diamond will be picking their last two picks. Looks like Diamond Shura will probably steal away the karma that was used earlier by Wargods, but Wargods actually probably only lacking their top lane. I feel like they may go for JLC may go for a Jax or possibly a Renekton. I'm not really sure what he'll pick up here, but definitely I expect somebody to be very aggressive, a playmaker for Team Wargods. Team Diamond, on the other hand, is still really thinking hard on how they're gonna play this. Of course, a while ago, I believe Severe was being used by Wargods a while ago. This time around, they will be picking it up, and if ever they pick up the Karma, this is also another champion that was picked up by Wargods a while ago. So it'll be really interesting to see how this will be played out.
Actually, when it comes to the AD carries, nagpalit lamang dito si Severe and Caitlyn. So, nagpalit si Ochi at si Rai na kanilang champion sa laban na to between Team Wargods and Diamonds, and I'm thinking na mukhang meron silang gusto patunayan sa bawat isa dito.
Yes.
Being the AD carry of both teams dito, pag nagpalit kayo ng champion, parang meron kayong gustong ipakita or parang gusto mo makita mo na ganito gumamit ng isang champion na to.
Yes, and it looks like we'll be seeing Ryze in the top lane. He will not be playing mid lane. Of course, we've seen a lot of popular Ryzes in the top lane recently. Looks like it'll be a Lulu mid laner, and Wargods going over Ziggs. I wouldn't be surprised. Probably the Kassadin is gonna be for JLC. I'm not really sure here. We know JLC likes to pick out those surprise picks, showing off his stuff.
Well, if ever nakuna niya si Ziggs para sa kanyang top lane, and if ever na he will go against a Rise, I think maganda pa rin laban dito. Kasi wala namang, hindi, medyo pareho naman silang AP champion eh. Unlike if ever na kumuha sila ng Renekton, Shyvana, or champions like, hindi na gumagamit ng mana. Possible na si Jax as well. Possible na si any
Wait a
champion
minute.
na like Malphite.
There we go.
But yes, mga kaibigan,
LeBlanc
for Team
I
Wargods,
think it might be Kassadin in the top lane. This will be very, very interesting if ever. Or is it? Yes, Kassadin in the top lane. JLC bringing out that Kassadin. I'm
Eto
really
na.
gonna be excited to
Mukhang,
see how this
ito
gonna
ang
play
mahirap
out.
sa ganitong klase strategy for team ng Wargods. They are not prepared, or I think Diamonds are not prepared sa ganitong klase na strategy. Let's see yung runes and masteries from JLC dito, mga kaibigan. Runes, eto, 13 armor, 7.8 magic penetration, 5.0 cooldown reduction.
The same as
movement speed.
Annie a while ago.
I think, let's see. Let's tignan natin ulit. Pero mukhang nag-switch pa rin sila ng champion. Tignan natin ang kanilang runes after ng ating
Yes,
time.
after the lock-in comes in. Alright, so let's go through the lineup. Of course, Team Diamond will be on the blue side this game. On the top lane, we'll have Ryze. In the jungle, we'll have Kha'Zix. In the mid lane, they'll have Lulu. And their bottom lane will be Severe and Karma. While Wargods will be playing with Kassadin in the top lane, Elise in the jungle, LeBlanc in the mid lane, and their bottom lane will be Morgana and Caitlyn.
Yes, let's see na ngayon ang ating runes for JLC. At eto na. For
It's
his runes,
still the same runes as the Annie. And I wouldn't be surprised because he wants the movement speed and the cooldown reduction.
No,
But
I'm thinking na, do you think, ewan, parang ang labo eh. Parang ang labo na you will use that movement speed runes and magic penetration for a champion like a Kassadin. Pero let's see what is JLC's plan having this kind of champion. Pero tignan natin ulit. Just to make sure.
yes, it's still this. How about the
Still the same.
Masteries? I think it might be the same
Let's
as
see,
well.
Masteries was the same, mga kaibigan. Halos pareho utility AP champion for JLC para sa top lane dito. This is kind of unusual. This is very interesting. Ngayon lang ako makakita ng Kassadin na nakuha ng ganitong klaseng build ng runes na merong movement speed, na merong runes na wala siyang AP. So parang scaling AP na naman siya for the top lane dito against kay Ryze. Well, both the champion, I think Ryze as well will go for the movement speed kasi mobility champion yan eh. Let's
We
see
can check.
yung kanyang runes dito for his champion. And yes, movement speed once again, pero the only difference is that wala siyang cooldown
Scaling.
reduction.
Yeah. And he
Let's
went
see.
for flat magic resist.
Yes, for the Masteries, mga kaibigan, 2190. So, unlike Kassadin or to si JLC, meron siyang utility having the biscuit as his item, also yung kanyang utility for that movement speed para sa kanyang champion. Usually, yung mga Ryze not only getting for a movement speed runes dito, but also getting the runes, I mean the Masteries for the movement speed. So,
Yes.
ngayon, this Ryze for Jumpy, wala siyang masteries dito for the movement speed. And looking at the, let's see yung runes dito in his west for the mid lane, having Lulu. Armor penetration for Lulu, do you think it's effective?
In the early levels, yes, because she has a lot of, she's long range and she can poke very well. Of course, with the top
Yes.
of the Glitterance, that provides him with a lot of damage. But of course, in the mid game to late game, it still is effective, but just not as significant anymore.
Yes, pero when it comes to mid lane, I don't think it's a very effective runes for your champion getting the AP armor penetration. We all know that it is much better to get the magic penetration instead of getting the armor penetration kasi yes, in the early part of the game you have the advantage, pero it's not about the early game. It's all about the team fight. It's all about the team coordination. Pero let's see kung ano yung plano ni Space dito for the mid lane. For the Masteries, yes, it's 21-9-0 for his champion or for his player dito, mga kaibigan. Lineup, once again, Ryze, Kha'Zix, Lulu, Severe, and Karma for Team of Diamond. We have JLC, Kassadin, Elise, LeBlanc, Caitlyn, and Morgana for Team of Wargods. Very interesting lineup. And I think it's all about the team fight na mangyayari dito.
JSC liking to pick out all these AP top lanes. I'm really surprised with that Kassadin pick. I thought he was going to be the mid lane for Trevor, but it looks like it was going to be JSC picking up that champion, of course. So we'll have to see how the game turns out. This is going to be a really interesting match.
Yes.
Both teams, both top laners picking up very interesting picks. First game we had Annie and Singe. This time around we're gonna see Kassadin and Rise. Uncle Rise and Pre-Void Kassadin. So really awesome skins. Now,
Yes.
if we want to buy the skins, of course, we're gonna need to have RP. So what can we do
na
to
to.
Spear?
Segue na natin to mga kaibigan. If ever na gusto mong bumili ng skins na hindi ka nahihirapan, just visit epins.gamex.ph. And after mo mag-visit yung site na yun, choose the game you are playing. We are playing League of Legends.
Yes,
After mo pili League of Legends, click choose the green shells denomination you want. If ever na gusto mong bilhin, syempre si Uncle Rise, I think it's around 250 RP dito. Syempre after nun, click add to cart. After you click add to cart, just enter your mobile number para lamang to sa Smart TNT and Sunseller subscribers. After may lagay yung number dito, you will receive the confirmation code. Send it to 3161, and after mo send sa 3161, you will receive the ipin you want or yung ipins for the GameX. Again,
Yes.
mga kaibigan, thank you very much GameX
That's
sa ating
right.
napakaganda feature sa ating mga gamers na ayaw ng hassle sa pagpila sa ating pagkuha ng mga Guerrilla Shells.
Yes, that's right.
Yes,
Alright,
mga kaibigan,
so,
sa lahat ng mga nanonood dyan, yung URF po, na-announce na natin na hindi po siya talaga feature ng League of Legends.
it's their April Fools.
Yes,
Basically,
April
Riot
Fail.
always
April
does it
Fools.
every year. Urf again. Of course, the first time that they had this April Fools, they were gonna
Ultra
release
Rapid
the
Fire.
champion named
Mm.
Urf din, diba? Yung sinasakay ni Corky doon sa isang skin niya, yung Urf Rider Corky. And of course, the other years, they had different kinds of... They also had Fizz the other year. Diba yung isang skin ni Fizz, yung Fisherman Fizz, if I'm not mistaken, lumalabas si Urf doon para kumain ng mga tao. And this time around, it's actually a whole game mode
Yes.
called Ultra Rapid Fire, in short, Urf. So, yun.
Yes, mga
So,
kaibigan,
you've been
eto
fooled,
na tayo.
people.
Eto na tayo mga kaibigan, game na tayo. Sobrang aggressiveness for the members of Team Diamond in the middle. Lagay si Trevor dito. He's taking so much damage. Both the champion have their way to make sure na umabot sa kalahati ang buhay ng mga kalaban nila in the mid lane. LeBlanc versus Lulu in the mid lane. I think LeBlanc can win against kay Lulu, pero we all know na ang pang-counter dito kay LeBlanc ay si Lulu. Meron siyang
Yes.
wild growth, meron siyang shield, and meron din siyang help me picks to make sure na kaya niya magbigay ng poke damage against kay Trevor sa mga teamfight na mangyayari. Pero we all know how Trevor play that LeBlanc for the team members of Wargods.
That's right, but definitely, like we mentioned a while ago, probably the most interesting matchup will be the top lane once again. Rice and Kassadin, especially for Kassadin with those changes. I really wonder what JLC is thinking. How's he gonna play this? He doesn't have any form of crowd control anymore, except the slow, which takes a really long time to charge up because he needs spells to come out from the champion. Of course, Rice will be dishing out a lot of spells.
Sobra. And that's actually, I think this is one of the reasons why they picked Kassadin sa laban na to. And going for the top lane as well. Kasi napakaraming skills dito ni Rice.
Yes, and actually,
With that 4 skills, siguradong kailangan niyang i-burst down lahat yun to make sure na he can dish out so much damage against his opponent sa laban nila against team ng Wargods.
that's right. Plus, he has a magic shield whenever he casts his old skill that provides a size. But the problem is, once he hits level 6, how will he survive the sustain coming from the spell bump of the ultimate coming from Rice?
Yes, and actually, at this point of time in the bottom lane, nagpalit lamang ng champions dito ang Wargods at ang team ng Diamond. Karma and Severe goes to team ng Diamond. Caitlyn and Morgana goes to the team Wargods dito. So talagang malaking bagay dito ang mangyayaring laban sa pagitan nila ng dalawang teams in the bottom lane. Pero mga kaibigan,
Wow.
Jumpy taking so much damage. Naunahan siya mag level 2. Nitong si Kassadin, pero Suez in the mid lane mga kaibigan against kay Trevor dito. One more distortion and the first kill as well to kill down one champion. Take note, walang barrier dito si Lulu. Wala ding barrier si Trevor as well. So kapag nagkabagsakan na ng kanilang mga ignite, it's all about who gave out a burst damage to make sure to kill a champion dito.
Yes, Jumpy going down to less than half health a while ago. Of course, he started using all his spots just to stay in the game. Sue's barely hanging on with that
Ayun na
ignite.
sinasabi ko.
Yes.
He didn't make it in time, trying to save himself dito, and wala siya nagawa. I think as much as possible he's trying to give down a damage to at least makabawi siya against kay Trevor dito, pero hindi siya umabot sa laban na yun. Mga kaibigan in the bottom lane, looking at the CS, Caitlyn have the advantage knowing na yes, mas malayo yung range niya against kay Severe. at mas malaki yung advantage niya when it comes to giving a poke damage against your opponent.
I don't know if you noticed GG Spear, but JLC went with the Doran Sword as his first item. Can you believe
Yes.
it?
Eto na mga kaibigan, medyo aggressive dito in the top lane. JLC and Stronger got the life of one champion. Napita siyang gamitin ng kanyang barrier, and gaya na sinabi mo, he got the Doran's Blade. And very unusual for Kassadin to get that item. And take note, just like what we're saying, we're saying kanina, wala siyang AP. At meron siyang burst damage, having that AD skill for his champion. Mga kaibigan, in the intermediate Trevor, getting the life of Maricel dito with the red and blue buff. Swes trying to respond. One more hit, mga kaibigan, from Trevor dito. Tatamaan nga ba na kung si Swes dito? Swes taking so much damage, you have to use that spider form. Swes got the life of Trevor. Pero nanganib dito, si Swes in the middle, have to use that flash out. Stronger have to use that flash out as well. Ginamit na kanyang help me picks para makapag-disengage with that shield for his champion. And it's a 1 for an exchange in favor of team ng Wargods.
Yes, actually, that's something really nice about the Ignite now. Since the Ignite shows you the real champion, parang mas visible siya. So it's really easy for, although Kha'Zix decided to go back in, he knew that the illusion was 1 year to him, and he did not continue the chase. Of course, the Ignite was able to kill him anyway.
And actually, at this point of time, we're seeing na lamang si Kassadin when it comes to the CS against kay Rise dito, knowing na nakuha siya ng first blood kanina in the top lane. And unfortunately, Jumpy can do very well against kay JLC dito kasi napakalakas ng pagharas na nanggagaling kay JLC dito. And actually, just pouring down the Null Spear against your opponent, kaya mo mag-dominate sa laban na to eh. And take note mga kaibigan, ang konti lang ng mana cost ng skill na yun. Sobrang konti lang. Having Kassadin as well with your second skill, kaya mong margin lahat ng mana na wala sa'yo. Pero looking at this champion mga kaibigan, JLC is maxing out the Force Pulse for his champion. Which is very unusual. We all know na Kassadin champion usually get yung kanyang first skill or your Null Sphere niya to max out first. And I am thinking na this because hindi siya ganoon na nag-focus sa kanyang poke damage against your opponent.
He needs the crowd control. Yun lang yung crowd control niya. Unlike before, he used to have the silence. Now, since he doesn't have the silence, his only form of crowd control is the Force Pulse. So that's, and like you mentioned, both of them are very heavy casters. As you can see, both of them getting the tier. Of course, they'll be spamming their spells like crazy to gain some charges. We see
mga kaibigan, Stronger, one more hit for Diamond's West. Trying to run his life, pero Stronger, napilita siya bumalik sa kanyang normal form or human form dito para makapag-disengage sa laban nila against team members of Diamond. And I am thinking na Team Wargods is shutting down the mid lane of Team Diamond dito. Kahit kanina pa, ito ang ginagawa nila.
Yes, I think this is the third gank so far in this game. A nice Dark Binding, but an excellent spell shield coming from Rai. Rai deciding to step on the trap this time around instead of, since he already burnt his spell shield. In terms of minions right now, Caitlyn taking the lead in terms of CS. We see here he has about over 15 CS, while here in the top lane, Kassadin definitely dominating also in CS by about slightly less than 10 because of the Doran Sword.
Yes, sobrang aga mga kaibigan for Team Wargods to get the first dragon of this match mga kaibigan. Level 4 pa lamang si Stronger. And they're trying to switch who will tank that dragon. And yes, they successfully got the first dragon mga kaibigan. Ethereal Chains, good map out. Hinahabol nila ngayon si Maricel dito. Ginamit ang kanyang mimic to get the life of one champion. But they have to disengage sa laban na to. Stronger taking so much damage and they can't do anything about it mga kaibigan. It's a 1-2 score pa rin sa laban na to in favor of team ng Wargods. Stronger have to disengage sa laban na to.
Yes, Stronger will go back to base. His blue buff is already up. As you can see here, Kha'Zix is already signaling Lulu to proceed to their own blue buff camp to pick up their blue buff. I guess they didn't realize that the blue buff of Wargods was still available and 3 of the members had to go back. So I'm surprised they didn't decide to go for a steal here. As you can see here, JLC is still winning the CS here in the top lane.
Interesting kung ano yung susunod na bibili nito ni JLC. Will be more focused sa kanyang AP or sa kanyang damage. Pero yes, he pick up the Null Magic Mantle and the Long Sword for his champion. And there's a high possibility na makuha siya ng Hex Drinker for his champion dito.
I feel like he will probably get the Hex Drinker.
But
what did
probably
he use the Ruby Crystal for? Rod of Ages?
Let's see. Well, possible na kumuha siya ng Rod of Ages dito. Pero napaka-hybrid ng kanyang skill or ng champion dito. Meron siyang health, meron siyang magic resist. meron din siyang AD damage as
This
well.
is actually very dangerous for Kassadin at this point in
Sobra.
time because right now he's building to win his lane, and definitely with the items he's built so far, he will definitely beat Rice in the lane. The problem is if the jungler or Kha'Zix, Marcel, does a really good job of ganking him over and over, this may get him stuck with all these small items and not be able to complete. But of course, we knowing JLC being a very good pro player, should be able to do pretty well.
Yes mga kaibigan, I'm sorry kanina sa pagkakamali ko. I am interested pala. Nagkamali ako doon. Pero eto na mga kaibigan, na team fights for the team members of Diamonds versus team ng Wargods. They're trying to defend themselves dito sa pagkuha ng wards, and I'm thinking na Diamond still having a very hard time sa pag-defend ng kanilang red buff dito. Diamond trying to set that red buff dito. Marcel still waiting, trying to steal that red buff dito sa laban na to. Trevor taking so much damage mga kaibigan, stronger with that help me picks. Right have to initiate mga kaibigan. Ginamit na kanyang on the hand, trying to chase down team members of the Wargods, and they have to use that repel para makapag-disengage dito. Stronger, level 5 pa lamang siya. Level 7 na si Jumpy dito, but with that mobility champion dito sa laban nila against team members of Wargods. I'm thinking na nahihirapan sila na manalo sa laban nila against team ng Wargods dito. Still na top lane pa rin, 2 champion of team Wargods wala sa mid lane, but Diamond trying to set their objectives to push the first tier turret sa laban nila in the mid lane.
Yes, it's, 4 members of Team Diamonds pressuring here in the mid lane, while we can see here only 3 members of Wargods protecting it. Luckily, they were able to hold it long enough. As you can see, Caitlyn and Kassadin all alone in the bottom and top lane respectively, trying to deal some damage to those turrets as well.
As well tayo mga kaibigan in the mid lane, Poise Sanity trying to help Trevor to dominate the laning phase dito mga kaibigan. You have to use a flash out as well. Ginamit ang kanya ethereal chain, and that pick up another kill for Trevor in the mid lane dito. Very good job for Trevor. 1-3 score in favor of team ng Wargods. They got the first dragon dito sa laban nila against team ng team ng Diamond dito, and I'm thinking na Wargods can still dominate the early part of the game kapag na-secure nila yung ganitong klase ng objective sa laban na to.
Yes, JLC picking up the first third of the game all by himself in the top lane. As you can see here, it's probably gonna go back to base in a few minutes to probably pick up a few more items. Most likely, we mentioned it will probably be the Hex Drinker and maybe even a Catalyst if he's gonna go for the Rod of Ages.
Yes, mga kaibigan, in the bottom lane, do you think Wargods Ochi and Wargods Poise Sanity successfully winning the bottom lane against dito kay Rai and Shura?
Well, in terms of CS, you can see here there's a clear advantage to Team Wargods.
95
Caitlyn
versus
has,
76.
Yes, that's about 20 CS. Although
Napakalaki.
Karma picked up 2 CS more than Morgana, it doesn't really matter as much since it really has to be on the AD carry. And since they didn't pick up the Relic Shield, which provides the gold to their AD carry, definitely it's a clear advantage for Wargods AD carries Ochi at the moment.
Ito na mga kaibigan, Marcel takes so much damage against kay JLC dito, and I'm thinking na hindi ganoon ka-effective ang pagiging AD champion niya against kay Marcel. He's taking so much damage, he can't disengage. Ginamit ang kanyang Rift para makatakbo dito, and yes, Marcel pick up another kill in the top lane dito for the team members of Wargods.
Yeah, this is exactly what I mentioned a while ago. Kassadin's build definitely is strong against the Rise, but the Kha'Zix, since is basically all AD damage, will be able to easily burst him down. And with that, as you can see here, even though Rice was there to provide some pressure, forced JLC to try to run away from Marcel, and because of that, Kassadin had an easy time of just
yes mga kaibigan, landed ako kun very well for Stronger dito. He has been forced to use that Buyer, and I think makakapag-disengage siya. Flash in from Stronger dito with the red buff. He got the life of Diamond Dry. One more traveling from Team Diamond. He have to disengage. Tumama ang kanyang Dark Binding dito against kay Shura. Ginamit na kanyang SS. One more hit. Ginamit na kanyang just in time. Marcel blocked that ace in the hole dito sa laban nila against team ng Wargods. West Marcel and Shura in the bottom lane trying to respond. Nanganganib ang buhay ni Poise Sanity dito with that spell shield. They have to disengage. Wild Growth has been popped out as well mga kaibigan. Rappel from Stronger. They have to disengage. Ochi, sobrang lapit na niya dito. Trevor trying to respond. Have to use a distortion. And Suez, one more hit from team members of Wargods dito. And yes, they pick up a double kill. It's a 3-4 exchange in favor of team ng Wargods.
Yes, and Sep. Alright, so we're gonna have a replay here. Marcel jumping in perfectly to block that
just
in the hole.
In time, mga
exactly. And now Marcel was exhausted by Poise Sanity. Poise Sanity trying to escape there. A stun coming from Stronger. Cocoon landing into Zeus. Marcel, Zeus, and Shura all still chasing down the members of Wargods. Wargods, the members, as you can see here in the far side, both LeBlanc and Kassadin coming from behind, passing to the red buff. As you can see, Marcel trying to bring down Poise Sanity as much as possible. Also using his free hit on Marcel. Stronger picking up the last hit onto Kha'Zix there, and Stronger was able to repel away. Ochi chasing down Shura. Shura doing his best to stay alive as long as possible, but Trevor comes in for the burst and picks up the kill.
Yes,
Zeus now trying to chase Ochi. Ochi using his barrier to stay alive, but then Kassadin comes in to help save his life as well. A double kill coming from Trevor.
Yes, very good job for team ng Wargods mga kaibigan, and they successfully they're about to get the second dragon of this match. And if ever na makuha nila to, they have the advantage. Pero nanganib ang boy ni Rai dito. Take note, wala siyang flash, wala siyang barrier. He can't do anything with that special as well. And yes, one more champion from Team Wargods dito. Ginamit ang kanyang kung Swiss goes down, Dragon goes down. And I think 2 for an exchange in favor of team ng Wargods dito. It's about to go to 3. Yes, naging 3 mga kaibigan. And eto na, ang pressure na binibigay ng Team Wargods against team ng Diamond dito. Second dragon for their team. 3 more kills para sa champions sila dito.
Wargods getting very, very aggressive right now. As you can see, they're starting to push their gold lead even bigger right now. Right now, they have about 7k gold lead over Team Diamond, including the map pressure that they can provide right now. Since they've already picked out 2 turrets of Team Diamond, both the upper and lower turret, bottom turret of Team Diamond has been taken down. Wargods with a big minion of wave here, pushing here in the mid lane. I'm not sure if he'll be able to pick this up in time. As you can see, Diamond Shoes is gonna go there to try to protect his mid lane. Of course, Poisanti and Oshi are continuing to push here in the bottom lane. They just have to wait for probably somebody from Team Wargods to join them so they can take down the turret.
Alam mo, like what I'm saying kanina, marami nagsasabi na ang pangontra daw kay Severe, or kay Kate dito ay si Severe, knowing na meron siyang tinatawag natin na spell shield to make sure na makuha niya yung mana just by stepping doon sa traps na meron itong kanyang kalaban na si Caitlyn. Pero mga kaibigan, Swiss in the mid lane, ginamit ang ni Stronger ng kanyang kukun. Nahuli nila si Swiss dito. Swiss taking so much damage. One more hit para kay Trevor. And he successfully shut down itong mid lane ng Team Wargods. Stronger versus kay Maricel dito. A respawn kaya from Jumpy. Ginamit na kanyang SS and shutdown as well para dito kay Diamond Maricel in the mid lane. And I think it's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of team ng Diamond. Take note mga kaibigan, dalawang shutdown for team ng Diamond ang nangyaring team fight kanina.
That's right. So medyo nakabawi ang Team Diamond dun, no? Recently, JLC actually picking up the Phage. I think he may go for a Trinity Force on this Kassadin. So it's gonna probably be a really weird build on this Kassadin here.
Yes, he's going for
Trinity
most
Force.
likely for the Trinity Force, having that Phage for his item dito. And do you think it's effective? And it's an effective item for his champion, or well, it's all about.
I think it's okay, but most likely you'd probably want to go with the Lich Bane instead of a Trinity Force. But like you said, JSC with a really weird hybrid build in this game, he's still gonna have, of course, his Archangel stuff, or maybe he might even go for Mana Mune instead.
Yes, let's see kung ano mangyayari dito. He successfully got that Trinity Force for his item. And like what they were saying, possible pa rin na kumuha siya ng kanyang Hex Drinker dito for his item.
I think he might go for a AD version of Kha'Zix in this game. Of course, he still went for the Magic Pen, just so that his skills will do penetrate, of course, the magic resist of the champion, of the opponent. Of course, if ever he goes AD, he'll probably still build the Hex Drinker and then the Mana Mune to follow up.
Yes. Looking at the score, mga kaibigan, sa 4-12 in favor of team ng Wargods dito. And Diamond so far, wala pa silang nakukuhang dragon sa laban nila against team ng Wargods. At ito yung nagpapahirap sa kanila. They can secure their objective very well. Wala pa silang turret na nakukuha dito. 0-2 ang ating turret destroyed. First turret in the top and in the bottom lane ay nakuha na ng team members of Wargods. Ito yung pressure lalo sa kanila. They have to make sure na makuha sila ng objective nila, getting the turrets, especially sa dragon na mga mangyayari kanina.
Yes, JLC stealing the red buff of Team Diamond. Of course, Severe did throw out his boomerang blades to try to take it back from them, but the timing was just a little bit off, and the last hit came from JLC. Looks like 4 members of Wargods are grouped up here in the mid lane. They pick up the first tier turret of Team Diamond. So basically, all the first tier turrets of Team Diamond have gone down. Trevor in a very dangerous position right now, being chased by members of Team Diamond. Looks like the team members of Team Diamond will group together and try to push in the mid lane. As you can see, they're 4-man strong right now. Most of the members of Team Wargods are pretty much spread apart right now. So
yes, 2 minutes left na kaibigan bago mabuhay ang ating third dragon this match. At eto na, Team Diamond trying to set their objective, getting the first tier turret in the mid lane. Pero Team Diamond have to disengage mga kaibigan. OG taking so much damage, coming from the damage output, coming from Swiss. Dito, Maricel is being chased down by LeBlanc as well. Tatapak ng trap mga kaibigan with that flash in and a distortion as well. yes, he successfully killed na Marcel dun sa teamfight na nangyari kanina in the bottom lane. Sobrang laki ng tulong ng trap na yun.
Actually, even without the trap, I believe they had a ward there in that push. It's gone now, but a while ago there was a ward, if I'm not mistaken.
Double kill mga kaibigan from for Trevor dito. He successfully killed another champion from the members of Diamond. And I think they're about to get a secondary threat in the bottom lane or possible in the mid lane dito. JLC mga kaibigan. Jumpy have to initiate dito. Slowed guy from the members of Wargods mga kaibigan. And eto na, Jumpy taking so much damage. Dark Binding guy from team members of Wargods dito. Rappel has been popped out by Stronger. And they be able to chase down another champion dito from team members of Diamond. And yes, I think they have to disengage sila. But one more hit para iPoy Sanity dito. And I think he will die if ever napilitin niya ang laban na to. Ochi versus Marcel mga kaibigan. At eto, hinabol nila si Shura chasing down Wargods boy with that cocoon just in time.
Wow.
Very good job for team ng Wargods dito. Good team coordination para makapag-disengage.
Yeah, I can see the life of 3 members of Wargods are really low, and they're able to escape that with excellent chaining of their crowd control with the members of Team Diamond chasing them down. Looks like Wargods Stronger will pick up the large rate before going back to base. There we go. And Ochi, as you can see here, is definitely winning the bottom lane in terms of CS here. 7 assists, no deaths yet, unlike Severe, having a little bit of a difficult time here. He's already picked up his own Bloodthirster as well as Ochi, but definitely, as long as Ochi can keep up the pressure with the rest of his team, Wargods would be going out to close this game. As you can see, they have a huge gold lead, 10k gold lead in just 20 minutes, and that's really huge at this time part of the game.
Buhay na ang ating third dragon mga kaibigan, or I mean, yes, this is the third dragon of this match, and if ever na makuha na naman to ng Team Wargods, I'm pretty sure na makakuha sila ng kanilang objective dito of getting the third dragon, and lalong lalaki na kanilang advantage mga kaibigan ng aling mabuhay nila dito. He have to use that barrier with the last hit coming from Ochi dito. They successfully killed down or burst down of the champion for the members of Diamond, and I think there's a high possibility na itong game ay mapunta na naman sa team members of the Wargods kasi sobrang hindi makagawa ng objective of the members of Diamond dito mga kaibigan. Jumpy taking so much damage against team members of Wargods dito. Nakuha dito ng Terra Chase si Suez. Suez have to initiate. Wargods has been popped out mga kaibigan. Initiation from team members of Diamond dito. Marcel have to use that leap to kill down a champion, pero wala pa rin silang nakuwang kill for team members of Wargods dito. Mga kaibigan, JLC chasing down the champion dito. Napaasim na sobo si Trevor, have to use a distortion and mimic as well, pero dahil sa kanyang sakripisyo, nakuha sila ng dalawang champion. Triple kill mga kaibigan si JLC dito. JLC still chasing down the champion dito for team members of Diamond. Stronger have to disengage. Rai na iwang mag-isa, and I think it's a 4-for-1 exchange in favor of team ng Wargods dito. Pero one more champion, sobrang burst damage coming from JLC dito. Can you imagine that burst damage from his champion? Napakalaki ng damage niya.
Yes, that's AD Kassadin, sir. So we've got the Mana Immune and Trinity Force. You can see how effective it is.
Nag-stack na sobrang damage eh.
Yes.
Yung bonus damage niya nag-stack with that Mana Immune, also yung kanyang
Trinity Force.
Very effective item for his champion. Mga kaibigan, initiation from Jumpy dito. Getting the life of one champion of Team Wargods dito. Just in time for his sanity. Used that spell shield and that secured himself na makapag-disengage sa laban na to.
That's right. Alright, so it looks like the members of Wargods will continue to defend their middle third. Team Diamond has attempted to try to take down their middle third for like the third time so far in this game and haven't been very successful. Wargods Stronger clearing out his own jungle camp again and will be going back to base to pick up a few more items. Now, the score is now 7 kills to 22 in favor of Wargods, and the gold lead is really huge right now. It's about over 13.5k at the moment, and as long as Team Wargods keeps this gold lead, they should be able to easily win out this game. Alright, so Team Diamond trying to find a way back into this game, really struggling right now with the ward division at the moment. They put down probably about 3 wards so far in the map right now, basically to defend themselves. As you can see here, the 2 members of Trevor's here, and Team Diamond is trying to push the bottom third, but since they don't know where the rest of the team of Wargods is, they're trying to rush back into their base.
Mga initiation coming from JLC dito, getting the life of Jumpy taking so much damage. Ginamit na ngayon ng Wild Growth para ma-secure ang isang champions for the members of Diamond dito. Can you imagine that kind of burst damage coming from an AD cast dito? Well, hindi naman siya ganun talagang AD. Para siyang semi-AD, semi-AP. Having a 394 as his item dito. Pero, with that mana immune, I think, para na rin siya talagang AD. Kasi, if you're an AP champion dito, mas kukunin mo yung Seraph's Embrace.
Yes.
For your item dito, or yung pag-evolve ng iyong, pagkuha ng iyong tier. Kung saan maging effective against your opponent dito sa laban nila. And every initiation from Team Wargods dito, natataranta ang team ng Wargods. Especially with that slow coming from JLC, mga kaibigan. Eto na, nagkakaroon ng team fight. JLC still pushing the top lane dito against the members of Diamond. 4 champion of Team Diamond chasing down Ochi. You have to use that barrier. He is being chased down. At eto na, mga kaibigan, Ochi goes down. Wargods, Trevor have to use the distortion as well para makapag-disengage. Without knowing na yung top lane nila ay pinupush lamang ni JLC. Trabaho lang, mga kaibigan, for JLC dito. And he's pushing that third in the top lane. Team Wargods, Team Diamond still not recalling para mag-responde sa top lane dito. Pero nandun na si Diamond, jumpy in the top lane para mag-defend. At eto na, mukhang chance for Team Wargods to kill a champion from the team members of Diamond, mga kaibigan. JLC versus Jumpy. Jumpy takes so much damage. At napagandang performance coming from JLC. That's critical as well. Eto na, mga kaibigan, in the jungle. Stronger takes so much damage, mga kaibigan. And I think they can defend that inhibitor against team members of the Wargods. Rapelas din top out, mga kaibigan, to disengage for Stronger dito. Trevor taking so much damage as well. And that pick up another kill for Team Diamond. JLC still
I think
pushing
JLC
down.
wants to end the game already by himself. Looks like they got chased down. Marcel taking out the life of Stronger. Looks like the job of the other team members of Wargods was able to really delay it so long that Wargods JLC was able to do a lot of damage to the base of Team Diamond. Now Diamond has 2 members at really low HP. Ace in the hole. A nice wild growth coming from Lulu to save her own life.
Time, ginagamit niya kanyang wild growth. Pero if ever na sinubukan ni Maricel na i-defend or harangan yung ace in the hole na yun against kay Lulu,
he probably would have went down.
Siguradong mamamatay siya dito. And siguro naka-target lock na yung wild growth dito for Lulu. So using it for Maricel if ever naharangan niya yung kanyang ace in the hole dito. Pero mga kaibigan, 10-23 ang ating score. Still in favor of team ng Wargods.
Yes, Team Diamond trying to stop the push coming from the top lane. As you can see here, with the inhibitor down, super minions are starting to come down here. And looks like JSC will get very aggressive on the members of Team Diamond there. Look at that, half-life with the burst damage coming from JSC and the auto attack.
JSC, being so dominant sa laban na to. He got a double kill. Can you imagine that critical strike from his champion? 600 critical. Knowing na Kaladin is an AB champion, tas ganun siya kalakas mag-critical dito sa laban nila. Ochi takes so much damage, mga kaibigan, against 2 champion of team members of Diamond dito, and he can't do anything. Hindi sapat ang kanyang kiting skills to survive that team fight. After this Kaladin top lane of Team Wargods, I'm looking forward sa magiging top lane ng mga team, magiging top lane dito ng mga summoners natin sa solo queue, having this kind of item.
Yes, we're gonna see more Kassadin top lanes going AD now. And there we go, JSC picking up another kill, Karma, a double kill now. Rai getting caught by the Dark Binding. Like I said, JSC just really wants to end this game already, pushing really hard now, but this time with the help of 2 of his teammates.
Grabe, ang sakit sobra. I can't imagine this kind of build for JLC dito, for Kassadin having her champion. He used it very well.
Yes. Actually, he already picked up, he did not anymore go for the Hex Drinker since he was winning the game and winning the lane. He decided just to use it to build up Merc Boots and picked up a, what do you call this item? Frozen Heart, that's right.
Yes.
Frozen Heart, so he has a lot of AD. As you can see, he has a huge mana pool right
Actually,
now.
at this point of time, he's about to get yung kanyang possible na Bloodthirster, or there's a high possibility na kumuha rin siya ng Blade of the Ruined King kung saan maging effective item. Yes, it's a Blade of the Ruined King, and I'm thinking na if ever na magamit yung kanyang slow, yung kanyang force pulse against your opponent dito, you can just use that Blade of the Ruined King para mas slow yung kanyang kalaban and make sure na makuha niya yung kill dito.
Yes, and basically lifesteal because he's doing a lot of damage already. The lifesteal he's getting from this, he could probably do a pentakill if Team Diamond allows him to do it. So we'll have to see if the game will get that far. Right now, Wargods not even bothering with the Baron anymore. Ochi using Ace in the hole to lower the life of Shura there. Of course, a shield coming from Sus. The shield coming from Lulu right now is very big, and as you can see, a lot of that damage coming from the Ace in the hole got negated by that shield.
I'm thinking this is the first time na nakita ko na ganitong klaseng build for Kasdin. Or, well, this point of time, hindi
I'm pretty
makagawa na
sure
parang na team ng Wargods.
If you were playing solo queue and you saw somebody build that, parang titipin mo, nagtutuloy lang
parang
to.
tutuloy lang siya. Parang, ano yung ginagawa ng cast niya, ba't ganyan yung ginagawa niya? He's trolling the game, pero actually, sobrang dominant ng ganitong klaseng build for his champion. And hindi, sobrang surprising yung ganitong performance coming from JLC.
Yes,
Hindi na bago sa kanya.
Just let me remind the people watching, if ever you do plan to build your Kassadin that way, make sure whoever you're going against is somebody like Riot.
Balak niya gumawa ng expect moves dito mga kaibigan, pero nabuhay ang inhibitor. And he got doing very well mga kaibigan. Jumpy taking so much damage with the last hit going from Force Pulse, successfully get another champion mga kaibigan.
Godlike
For the
na
top
si
lane dito,
JLC.
inhibitor once again, the bottom lane. It's about to go down, and yes, they do. I think it's about time to end this game for team members of Wargods. Tatapusin nila ang laban na to. And it's another win for their team. For the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season, it's about time mga kaibigan. And there will be a tiebreaker match for team members, or for the team of Wargods and IPT for the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season.
Yes, actually, Wargods delaying it a little bit there, but there we go. The Nexus finally going down, and congratulations to Team Wargods for winning their second game of the match. Like you mentioned, it's now a tie between Imperial Pro Team and Team Diamond. Alright, so let's take a look at the match stats before anything else.
And
Again,
mga kaibigan, just to clarify, that is not, hindi yun yung first time ko na makita ng Kassadin AD carry, but this is the first time na makita ako sa competitive scene ng AD Kassadin.
yes.
So ito na mga kaibigan, let's see sa ating match stats. Let's see, Diamonds West doing a very good job sa kanya mid lane against kay Trevor. Unfortunately, Trevor is doing an excellent job in the mid lane. What you said kanina, excellent is better than nice. So ito na mga kaibigan, once again, Kassadin or JLC will get the MVP award this match. So MVP for the day is JLC. And Poison on the other hand, in the bottom lane, wala siyang death, wala siyang kills dito, pero supporting his champion very well. Talaga naging effective yung kanilang lineup in the bottom lane against their opponent, Diamond Dry and Diamond Shura. So, dito na na-prove kung sino talaga yung may mas better na synchronize or mas synchronized sa team members for team members of the Diamond and the Wargods dito. If ito ganito yung naging performance ng Diamond, I am looking forward sa kanilang performance in the near future sa ating next season sa ating Pro Game Series kasi they're a good team as well.
Yes.
Ang problema naman sa kanila, hindi sila ganun ka-synchronized when it comes to the team fight na gagawin nila, the decision making for their team, the strategy na gagawin nila for the next few team fight na mangyayari.
Well, they they used to be CM Storm Diamond, and they've had some changes in the season. They had a few players that left, and they've added a few new players to their roster. So maybe they could work on their peak play, and maybe next season they should perform a little bit better in the coming season.
Yes,
right?
mga kaibigan, eto na tayo. Maya-maya lamang. I think this is the last game for today. At mga kaibigan, magkakaroon tayo ng interview for JLC. Sa laban nila kanina. Dito sa Wargods versus team ng Diamond. And gusto ko lang i-clarify mga kaibigan. Kanina, I think, nagkaroon yata ako ng pagkakamali sa aking grammar. And I am torn between two statements. Sabihin ko sana na this is very interesting or I am very interested. So, ang naging result, I am very interesting. So, I'm very sorry mga kaibigan. So, naging error ko kanina. I hope you understand.
Well,
and
to be quite honest, you are interesting naman talaga.
Yes,
even though it's not part of the game.
I am very interesting. So magiging well,
as a person,
I am very interesting.
Yes, GG
pero
players.
yun lang mga kaibigan, gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo na I'm very sorry sa naging grammar error ko kanina. Normal lang yun, and marami akong grammar error pa. I understand, and I'm thankful sa lahat ng mga nagko-comment dyan. Lahat yan, take note ko lahat yan. Again mga kaibigan, let's welcome. Okay, magkakaroon muna tayo ng few minute break.
Yes.
At after pagbalik namin, magkakaroon
We'll have
tayo
an
ng interview kay JLC maya-maya lamang. Stay tuned na kayo mga kaibigan. And we're back mga kaibigan. Ito na naman tayo. I'm with JLC, Wargods JLC, at ang kanilang model na si
Lara.
Yan, si Lara. Napakagandang dilag. At I'm looking forward sa magiging future niya. Ito na. So anyway, JLC, Avi, very good job. Congratulations sa laban nyo kanina. Sobrang effective nung iyong mga champions mo. Annie, sobrang unorthodox. Kassadin Annie for the top lane. Especially yung Kassadin na AD. Ano yung iniisip mo nung time na gagamitin mo si Kassadin para sa yung top lane as an AD champion?
Kinakabahan kasi ako nung una eh. Kasi baka ma-counter ako eh. Kasi yung pag nalugi kasi sa una yung hero na yun, wala nang ginagawa.
So it's a risky situation for you. Para pinag-isipan mo mabuti kung gagawin mo ba talaga si Kassadin as an AD carry or gagawin mo siya as an AD. Pero talagang pinlano mo ba na AD carry si
AD talaga.
Yes, Kassadin? So ano yung first item build mo for your champion na ginawa mo kanina?
Ano? Trinity Force.
So yun yung focus mo na item.
Focus.
And then you got, if I'm not mistaken, after mo kumuha ng Doran's Blade, you got the tier. So sa tingin mo, sa item na meron ka kanina, ano yung nagpalugi kay Rise as a champion dito in the laning phase?
Yung first kill lang talaga ni Cass.
So parang
wala talagang champion pang count. Ayan,
nakita ko kasi yung minax mo dito, yung first pulse mo or yung third skill ni Kassadin na unusual masyado for a Kassadin champion. Actually, na-impress ako sa ginawang performance kanina. So ano na lang masabi mo sa mga players na gustong gawin si Kassadin as an AD carry champion ni top lane?
Practicein nyo munang mabuti.
Kasi
pag nabaog sa una, wala nang gagawin hanggang sa uli.
So kailangan din ng suporta from the jungle na mangyayari dito. So ayan mga kaibigan, this Wargods JLC sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon. Ano gusto mo sabihin sa mga summoners natin na patuloy na sumusuporta sa team ninyo?
Ingat.
Yun na. Ano yun? Parang ano yun John Lloyd Cruz. So nga pala. Anyway, thank you very much JLC. So kay Lara din, thank you very much na nandito kayo ngayon. Sana nag-enjoy kayo watching the game of team ng Wargods. Again mga kaibigan, I am GG Sphere. You're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. Kita tayo ulit next week. And have a good evening and good night.
Lumbate.